how have you found this now coming out the other side, just from an acting perspective? Because I know I had some huge changes by making my films, just how I then saw stuff from an acting point of view. Has that shifted for you as well? And do you perceive things maybe in a different way as an actress?
Do you mean like watching stuff, or
Uh,
do you mean?
or the process, I suppose, like when you're in the audition room or when you get a script,
Yeah,
or just understanding where you fit within the narrative of whatever the role is you're being offered.
absolutely. I mean, I understand so much more the casting process.
Yeah.
From because I was very much involved in the casting process, and it's it's so random. The
Mm,
randomness of casting is it's it's like, well, actually she looks better with him, so we have to go with her. I understand that so much better. And I take the whole casting thing a lot less personally. Oh, I didn't get the job because I'm not good enough.
yeah.
I didn't get the job because of a myriad of reasons I have well, I which I will never know.
Yeah.
So that's been an actual a blessing, a blessing this
Has
time.
it helped you feel a bit more free when you're in the audition room now, just to be like, well, screw it, I'm going to do whatever I want anyway?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the kind of thing that we're meant to be doing anyway, isn't it? Going into the audition room and giving our whatever take on it, and hopefully it's something that rings true. And yeah.
It is, but I feel like you said before, we're wired with different stories as we grow up and get into different parts
Mm,
of our life, and we can maybe conceptually understand that that's something we should be doing and maybe even get taught it. But to then
mm,
execute on it in the moment isn't always that easy, because we might have other programs subconsciously that are just firing, that are maybe jeopardizing that, until maybe you go through an experience like what you had, where then you can see it through a different prism and go,
mm.
oh, well, actually, like, the stories I was telling myself were just complete like bullshit. Because
Yeah.
and maybe it does take something like that. I don't know. I think it did for me as well, so I can't talk to whether you can
Yeah.
get to that point without it. But um, I do think that it shifts your perception of where you fit in the game.
Yeah, well, the what casting directors always tell us is that they want us all to get the job. They want us all to get it. They're not pulling us in just for just for
Sure,
you know. you- They want us. They want us to be the one that's the right one.
sure.
So that really does help, I think, having that mindset.
So for someone who is an actor who's not even considered delving into this whole world of producing your own thing, maybe just thinks that the way to do it is that linear, get the agent, audition, 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 and hope for the best. What would you say to them in terms of maybe opening their eyes up to considering making their own content? And would you say it's something you should definitely do, or is it actually just a nice option as opposed to a must in this day and age?
Uh, from my point of view, it's a must.
Yeah,
Just because we are, I don't like to use the word control because I think control is not the best word, but we are are already steering people into seeing who we are. So if you like, I mean, me and you and I have done a lot of the Bonnie Gillespie work,
yeah.
and we know our branding. We kind of know where we stand and how we fit in the industry, and I think that's very important thing to know. And then to make something, to produce something that kind of reflects that and shows that, when you're showing your buyers who you are, um, is incredibly important.
I agree completely.
Yeah,
And then to get
yeah,
to the point where you can even go, you know what? I know what my brand is, and that's probably all I'm going to play, but I want to do something that's not my brand. And
yeah,
how am I going to do that? Well, no one's going to give it to me, so I'll just do it myself. And I don't
yeah,
care if it's on brand or not, or if someone likes it, because again, maybe this quarantine thing will give us a different perspective, but one life, really. Like, there are no redos. I don't know what people are thinking, but if you want to do something, just do it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
You
And
know?
it's fun.
Yeah, right. Well, hopefully it's fun.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, to be completely frank, our short films were really fun, and then we got to the feature, and it was like, oh, this is a completely different kettle of fish. Completely different. This is real. We've got a lot of people on our who we need to pay, and it's the
It's a
pressure is
business. It's a business.